Hey churches, I want to talk to you about why social media ministry is important, not to the people you are ministering to so much, and it's very important, but how it will encourage you and sustain you in your own ministry. And here's why I say this. I have been a small church pastor. I did it for almost 20 years. I love small churches. That is where I feel most at home. When I'm not serving a church, it is small churches where I go to worship. I like knowing the people I am worshiping with. I like knowing what their kids are doing, who's sick, who we're praying for. And like when we're praying for that person, I love knowing who that person is and not just a name on a bulletin. I love a small church. But one of my frustrations as a pastor, when I was a small church pastor, is that I always felt like I wasn't reaching enough people. I think everybody should have a chance to hear the good news of the gospel. And I think people are so desperate for the good news we have to share. And so one of my frustrations in small church ministry was that I put in all these hours and I put in all this time, and I was only reaching really a very small group of people. Now, does that diminish in any way the impact our ministry had on that small? No, it was very important. It is very important. And I'm not trying to say that is not important, but I am owning the fact that it was frustrating to me that I was only able to reach the people who would come and sit in the pews on Sunday morning. And now that is just not the case. Now, not only can we reach the people who come and sit in our pews, we can reach people outside of those walls. We can reach them in our community. We can reach them in places that we will probably never go. And that is something that really sustained my ministry in a small church, was once I was able to do that, knowing that the things I was sharing with the group of people who would gather, and in my church, it was anywhere from 20 to 80 people. It really fluctuated. But then once I could reach out online through social media, I felt like, okay, we are reaching more than the people who just come and sit in the pews. So for me, it was the best of both worlds. I got to be a part of a small congregation where I knew my people and they knew me and I knew what was going on in their lives. And I was able to share the good news of the gospel with a wider audience and know that I was able to facilitate the hearing of the good news of the gospel for more than just the people who came and sat in the pews on Sunday morning. So that is yet another reason why I'm so passionate about helping to equip people to do online ministry. Because I know for me, the ability to reach beyond my walls actually made my ministry inside my walls more effective, because I felt better about my ability to get the word of the good news of the gospel out there. So because I was reaching outside of the walls, I think I was an even better pastor inside those walls. And I think you will find the same thing to be true. So blessings on all the ministry you do with those people who put their butts in your pews and with those whom you will never meet in person. Everybody needs a chance to hear the good news. People are desperate for it, and you have the ability to share it in so many ways.